Hi guys, and welcome to the Witty Bums channel. Today I'm going to show you how to case your elastic. A lot of people will zigzag their elastic in the seam allowance and then turn it inside out and top stitch around the elastic. I can't do that. My little ones wick through it like crazy. I don't know what it is, but they just do. So we case everything here. Plus I like it because it's really easy to replace the elastic if for any reason it gets shot or it goes bad or Lord knows what. But all I gotta do is untack it here and untack it here, which I can show you. I pretty much just did that a minute ago because I snapped the safety pin off the elastic. So it's always good when you put the safety pin on your elastic to make sure you have a nice little lip. Otherwise you rip your safety pin through it. Okay, so what I do is I've already top stitched around the entire diaper. So I have my top stitching all the way around, and then from one point, my one elastic point to my other elastic point, I line up my sewing machine foot and I scoot it over to the far left. For the 1/4 inch elastic, I only do I'd say just a little bit past my halfway point. For your bigger thread, your 5/8, I go ahead and I stick it pretty much all the way over to the left, as far as the needle goes to the left. So then I run all the way from elastic point to elastic point, and then you have essentially what is your casing. So now all you have to do is thread the elastic through it and tack it down. So we're going to do that right now. So go ahead and grab your elastic with your safety pin here. Make sure there's enough on there. Like I said, about that much is what I tend to do. And oops, stick that safety pin in there, thread it through. Let's see if we can get this a little better. This is easier to thread this way. You could feel it. So you just go ahead and you're going to pull it down until you find the end of the elastic. You can actually kind of see it a little bit with some fabrics. With fitted, sometimes if you have too many layers, well not too many, but if you have like 3 or 4 layers, sometimes it's a little hard to feel, but it's not too bad. You can always lift open the pocket and see where it's at. I gotta show you here. Like we're at the end right there. See, we can open the pocket and see there's a little bit in there. Here's the beginning of my casing. I have that much. I want to pull a little bit more in. You always want to keep a little bit hanging off because you don't want that thread and it come undone. So I'm going to go ahead and sew that down. Let me turn it this way. My brown's on top. I do a zigzag. I think it's easier to untack it if we have to. Sometimes I'll do straight stitch, but I generally go for a zigzag at a small, I'm at like a 2 for my width. And I do about back and forth about 3 times. Just to make sure it's nice and secure. And go ahead and clip your threads. And then, see, that's nice and tacked down. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull that safety pin through the other side of your elastic point. Move this out. It's a little crowded for you guys. You always want to make sure that when you make your casing, you make it big enough to fit your elastic through. Like you can see here, I went a little close to that line, and that's why when I was trying to thread my elastic through a few minutes ago, it snapped through my elastic, the safety pin pulled through, because one, I didn't have it to the end far enough, and two, I had made my casing too small. But we're right at the end of it, so it shouldn't really matter. Okay. And I can feel that safety pin is past my elastic point right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hold that down. And we're gonna stitch that part down. Be careful not to catch your safety pin in there. I've done that a few times, broken a few needles. It's not always fun. And that right there is cased elastic. Perfect. Simple and easy. Make sure you pull out your safety pin. I've forgotten it in there a few times before and had to rip the entire diaper apart, which thank goodness I didn't put it on my kid. I always pre-wash my stuff and I always use the same safety pin, so I always tend to freak out when I can't find it in the next diaper I'm doing. But thanks for dropping in. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel and we'll be uploading more and more tutorials as we go. Thank you and have a great witty day.